Broncos, Bengals pulled off the victory in overtime, kept their playoff hopes alive. They won 30-24, kind of played a game of, no, you take it. No, you take it at the end of the game. No one wanted to close it out. Joe Burrow was phenomenal. I mean, shoot, follow anyone on social media, they've said it, but 39-49, 412 yards, 3 touchdowns, a rushing touchdown. T. Higgins just gave Riley Moss hell throughout the day. Patrick Surtain, oh my God, T. Higgins went 11 for 131, 3 touchdowns, and said, hey, I'm a free agent, guys. Jamar Chase, 9 catches, 102 yards. Him and Surtain had a fun battle throughout the day. They had cool matchup stuff there. Bo Nix finished with 3 touchdowns. Marvin Mims, also the longest pass of the entire season by any quarterback. I think he threw it 67 yards to Marvin Mims, who I'm loving. And I think Sean Payton is loving right now. And Cam Sutton had a touchdown as well. But yeah, just a pretty wonky, entertaining game. Burrow stepped up against a really good Broncos defense and kept the door alive for their playoff chances with the Colts loss. And we'll talk about that in a sec. But what'd you think about this game on Saturday, Chuck?
Man, the Bo Nix pass. When that thing was in the air, I was like, "Oh my God!" Did he just throw this like out the back of the end zone? Launched it. But they got it on the back of the end zone. It was maybe a little too close for like how much separation he had and how long he had the separation. But hey, fair play. A touchdown's a touchdown. I was really impressed again with the Bengals offense. Like I don't know like what actual chance they have to get in, because Kansas City is playing Denver next week, right? And yeah, they've already said they're already going to be sitting their starters. So that's going to be tough because they need Denver to lose that game and they need to win. But I would love to see Joe Burrow and Jamar Chase and T. Higgins get into the playoffs right now. One, because the defense still sucks. So you're guaranteed.
The game's going to be a freaking shootout. It's going to be awesome.
Fun. Right. Because this is one of the best. This is one of the best defenses in the league. And Joe Burrow, they went 60% drop back success rate for the game, 2.7 points per drive. I mean, they kind of were just like, and this is what we were talking about before the game when I was like, it's fun to just see like a team that has this many good players, like potential Hall of Famers in their prime with like their backs against the wall. And they're like, okay, we got to have it. And they've kind of just like powered through some really crappy defensive play to get to this point where they still have a chance to save their season if they could win, this week and the Broncos lose. But man, I really want to see them get to the playoffs. Joe Burrow is just playing out of his mind. Like I don't agree, but I understand where people who are saying he should be the MVP are coming from, because
I understand the argument.
Right, I understand the argument.
I wouldn't do the vote. I understand the argument though. Yes.
You only won 9 games, so all right, let's settle down here. All right.
We gotta have some standards.
Don't start off 0-3. The whole season matters. The whole season does matter. He's been so good that I think that I would be terrified to play them round 1. Even though I know we'll score on them, we know that they're going to score on us. And that's what these guys should do. They should be playing like this all the time. And hopefully next year they get some semblance of defense, because that's a team that can win the Super Bowl with their offense at least.
Yeah, I've been trying to figure out who Burrow reminds me of. And I really do think it's Rivers, Phillip Rivers, because it's just where it's that you kind of know what's coming and he still delivers the ball. Like it's still... All right, it's going to be a quick out route to Antonio Gates. It's 3rd and 7. We know what's happening. We know 8 yards to Antonio Gates. Like, okay, like, you know what I mean? Like, it was like, hey, they're going to run this vertical play. He's going to check it down. He checked it down for another first. Like, he just always has the answer, and he's such a cerebral guy. I don't want to say he's not the only cerebral quarterback in the league, but I think this is the one I felt. This is the season where I feel like everything has come together for him. He's not taking sacks as much as he did early in his career. He's not just heaving up go balls. He is very selective when he pushes the ball, but you always can tell it's like he knows when he's doing it. Like it's selective in a way that it's like, no, now is the time. Like he's pressing that button right at the right time, as opposed to just like, 1 out of 3 will hit. So Jamar's down there somewhere. Like everything feels methodical. Like every choice he makes feels right. And I just have really enjoyed watching him play this season. I feel like now it's kind of like, oh, I get it. you know, like with him, where I really feel like he's matched some of the hype that I've always thought Burrow was very good, but I've thought some people talked about him in kind of mythological ways, like kind of like, all right, guys, all right, chill. This is the time. This is the season where I'm like, oh, okay. Yeah. No, this is what you guys were talking about. And I actually believe it now when I watch him. I think he's just been fantastic. So like you said, I kind of wish they would make it, but do think the Broncos against the Chiefs backups is a little too tough to ask for, but they give themselves a chance. The Browns lost. They gave themselves a little bit more. That would have actually been a little more entertaining, but they played DTR and benched everybody. And so, yeah, we knew what happened there.